episode of Hot Seat. I'm here guest with Melody Moua.
What's up?
Get a little introduction. Oh wait, first of all, her Instagram will be right here. Can't forget
Oh.
that.
Oh.
Um, yeah, give a little introduction of yourself.
My name is Melody Moua. I'm a senior at Centennial. Yeah.
Chill. What do you do here at Centennial? What are you like involved?
Oh, I have, especially this year, I have a lot of positions. I am ASB Vice President. I am NHS President. I am the historian for our choir.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You guys have an historian?
Yeah, we have a whole entire council. So
What?
we have like a mini student council in choir.
Is
So
it really that deep?
yeah. Oh yeah.
Alright.
It
Okay.
is that deep. And then I have a manager position in both sports of tennis and volleyball.
Wow.
So very busy.
Yeah, you are very busy. Aren't you also involved in HTAC?
Yes, I am a member of HTAC too.
Wow.
So
You got a lot on your plate this year.
yeah, and I'm going to join Key Club this year as well. So
Why are you killing yourself in your senior year?
I don't know. College bio and college English as well.
So
AP stats.
apes, I'm assuming.
No, actually yeah. I decided to do anatomy instead of apes. So
Also AP coloring.
yeah.
Got it. Okay, one thing I wanted to ask was, okay, choir. You have a little student council.
Yeah.
Has that always been a thing, or is that just something you guys just started?
It's always been a thing from what I know of. It's always been a thing because, like, choir, it's really deep and it means a lot to a lot of people, and especially for concert choir because we're one of the most advanced choirs. So yeah, it's, I guess, a better system to run choir, so not everything's just like crazy.
Okay. Is the conspiracy true that choir is actually a cult?
Depending on what choir you're talking about.
I've heard some like sketchy things about middle C's.
The C notes?
C notes, yeah, C notes. I heard some sketchy stuff about that. I heard about like the weird like initiation thing.
Oh, that's actually concert choir.
Concert choir. Oh.
Oh no, wait, C notes. Yeah, the initiation. We kidnapped new members.
Yeah, I heard you kidnapped Kim.
Yes, we did kidnap Kim. I think Nick Garcia kidnapped Kim.
Oh my god.
And depending on who you get, you'll probably go see pretty sunrises or just go straight to where the secret meeting spot is.
And I'm assuming you can't say it.
No, honestly, it's the person doesn't know, but their parents know because in advance the members have to call their parents to let them know that they're being kidnapped in the morning. So
what do you do if the parents are not cool with it?
I don't know. I got kidnapped this year, so it's my first year in C notes. So
How's that experience? Because I'm sure everybody else has a different experience when it comes to it. Kidnapped.
My sister was in C notes and stuff, and we share a room. So she was just like, "Get up, let's go." And I was like, "It's so early. Like, my bus isn't even coming yet. Like, what are you talking about?" And then so we just kind of left, and I was like, "What?"
So you were surprised and like
Yeah.
you weren't expecting it at all.
Yeah, and then we also kidnapped my cousin because my cousin's an incoming freshman who also made it to C notes. So
A freshman made it this year?
yeah, we have 5 freshmen.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
biggest freshman group we've ever gotten for C notes.
Well, are you considered now because you're a senior? Are you considered like? You're part of the council. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a lot of authority, right?
Yeah, mainly not really in C notes because it's my first year, but mainly in concert choir because that's where council comes in because concert choir does the most, even more than like C notes, I would say. And so because we have the whole retreat, and so we have to plan for that, and that's where council comes in.
You guys have a retreat?
Yeah.
Where do you guys go for the retreat?
I think it's called Eagle Fern, and it's like maybe an hour-ish drive, and it's really cool. I mean, a lot of singing and learning music for our grotto performance in December. So it's a huge bonding moment, and it's like really sentimental, and it's really cool. That's where kind of the cult part comes in. That's where we bond as a cult because we have a candle ceremony too. So
What's the candle ceremony?
everybody gets a person from the choir, and they go up, they light up a candle, say really nice things about that person, and then they say their name at the end,
Mm-hmm.
and then you give that person your candle, and it just passes, keeps passing it on, and then at the end we sing a really like one of our heart-touching pieces,
Okay.
and then so it's like a nice cult, not like cult.
Have you guys ever have you guys ever had to like sacrifice anyone? Damn. Damn. Okay. Shout out to that person. How long have you been doing choir though, in general?
I started in elementary, but it wasn't like a choir. It was just like a before school kind of program,
Mm-hmm.
and it started in elementary school.
Yeah.
And I think I started in fifth grade at Butler Creek actually,
Mm-hmm.
when my sister Mickey was doing it in sixth grade, and then Miss Robinson moved to Oliver Elementary the same year I moved.
Mhm.
So then she started a choir again, and then so I joined the choir. So I guess fifth, sixth, maybe 8 years.
Mhm.
So 8 years of choir.
Wow. Very experienced. Do you plan on continuing like choir in like college? Because I know there's a lot of opportunities to also join choir in college, or at least just a lot of like singing clubs or activities.
I think from what I know, U of O has a acapella choir, and maybe I'll join if I don't do like a volleyball club or something or
Mhm.
not.
Mhm.
So maybe I'll continue that 8 year streak.
Okay. Chill. Chill. So you're planning on U of O though?
Yeah, I'm basically like 95% like committed. I mean, like
95.
yes.
Is it just because like that's where your heart wants you to go, or is it like on paper that you can actually like you sign a contract, you're like you did all the application stuff already?
I started the applications, but by heart I've been wanting to go since I was 10.
Yeah, yeah, I know. Since the first time I met you back in like elementary, like
Yes.
you've been wearing like the same like Oregon Duck sweatshirt.
Yes. Basically since third grade, I've been committed since third grade.
Wow,
Yeah.
nice. Huh.
Thank-
What do you want to major when you get to college?
Biology. So, and then I'm gonna go to like a nursing route, and so
That's a lot of schooling.
yeah, I know.
Are you like mentally ready for that?
I'm not even ready for senior year.
I felt that. I felt that. For senior year though, what are you like most excited for?
I guess finally experiencing the senior things I saw my three siblings do before me.
Give me an example.
Like senior sunrise,
Mhm.
and then like senior skip day,
Mhm.
like just pretty much seniority, like actual seniority, and like last football games, last things, and last just like last events and everything.
You think you'll get emotional on those last like experiences?
Most likely, like in the moment, I probably won't because I would be so excited, but then at the aftermath, it will probably hit me pretty hard.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. What are things you're not excited for?
Finals.
Yeah, finals will not be fun. But hey, at least it'll be our last finals for
Yeah.
high school.
Yeah, that's true. Our constant senior meetings, I feel like I'm not looking forward to that.
Oh yeah, that's gonna suck.
Yeah, and then the constant college talks, constant future talks.
Yeah, yeah. It's good though. Are you taking senior success?
No, I don't have space in my schedule. Yeah, I know.
That's gonna suck too then.
Yeah, that's exactly what Mickey said, so
Good luck.
thank
Good
you.
luck.
I'm
I hope
gonna
goes
need it.
well.
Thank you.
Now one thing that you are really involved through our school is student council, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
You've been doing student council since what? Middle school, right?
Yeah, since 7th grade.
Nice, nice. Okay, well, not a lot of student council members are here, only some. What are like the pros and cons of student council?
Uh, so the pros that I really like are creating events, like hosting dances,
Mhm.
hosting like events, and creating like football themes because I think that's really fun, and assemblies, and just basically running the school. Like it's really great being backstage and like running events and seeing the success out of them. And even though like there might be like failures or bad things that happen, like it's always good to reflect
Mhm.
and better yourself
Yeah.
and how to become a leader and how to be like comfortable with taking the lead and just like being out there.
Mhm.
So that's what I really enjoy about city council.
Yeah, you've been doing a very good job of that.
Thank you, thank you. Some cons would be
Be
um,
careful what you say.
I feel like there's obviously constant bickering between the school because everybody has their own opinion, and there is also like authority. I feel like maybe sometimes city council does run into authority issues,
Mhm.
and there are also many limits
Mhm.
to what city council can and cannot do, and so that kind of limits our fun and extraness we want to give to an event.
Yeah.
Like we do want to give our all, but sometimes we are limited, and we do get a lot of backlash for our limitations, which I feel
Yeah.
like it wouldn't be like, what's the point of telling people or like, oh, we were limited, we couldn't do that, like, um, it's just hard to let everybody know what's going on,
Mhm.
and not everybody understands what's going on too, and so it's really hard to get backlash and like a lot of that, but we manage with it. So
Mhm. Mhm. If you had the ability to change something, because like obviously, like you said, you guys are very limited. You guys
Mhm.
are, yeah, you guys are the student council of our school, but it doesn't mean you have a lot of authority because a lot of the authority comes from like our principal or like our teachers and stuff.
Exactly.
If you could change something though, like within student council, I guess that's the question. Like, if you could change something, what would you change?
I'd probably change, of course, the limitations, and like
Mhm.
I would change how, I don't know. I don't know how to word this. Hmm. I would guess I would change how our thought process is sometimes, or like, I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain, but
Mhm.
sometimes we do get into bumps and stuff because like we can't agree on something, or we have to mold it so it's like respectful to everybody.
Mhm.
And so I kind of want to change the fact that we should always do something that's always respectful, or like, I don't know. I guess that's kind of weird, like weird wording. I don't know exactly how to word that, but
Mhm.
there's not many changes because if we make too many changes, then it's just gonna be difficult to
Mhm.
manage.
Mhm. For this year specifically though, what are you guys like top? Let's just say like top three goals for this year.
Hmm. I don't know. I guess being on top of it, like not slacking and stuff, but it happens every year.
I mean, you guys been keeping up with it though
Yeah.
throughout the past 3 years.
Yeah.
So.
Thank you. I feel like this is kind of hard because senioritis,
Mhm.
but not falling into senioritis to the point where like you basically become like useless, or like you seem useless because like
Mhm.
you aren't doing anything and stuff. So I feel like that's one of our big goals, to not fall so deep down that we just like, stop being helpful.
Mhm.
Um, and I guess another goal is to finish strong, and like start strong, finish strong, and not be disappointed and not regret any of the things we did
Mhm.
or we did and didn't do.
Mhm. Okay, so obviously you've been in this business for the past like 4 years. Um, Out of all the like things that you guys done, out of the 4 years, like to you, what's like the biggest accomplishment?
Oh, there's so many.
There are a lot, but there has to be one that's like stands between all of them. Cause like it was the hardest one. Like we put so many hours into it, and there's a lot of things that made it stressful. But in the end, you guys eventually accomplished it. You got a good response out of it.
I feel like homecoming.
Which year?
I don't know, because each homecoming is very different. I feel like freshman year because we were just freshmen, and so we were just starting out,
Mhm.
and we happened to be the first one to sell out
Yeah.
the quickest, and so we were very, very excited about that.
Mhm.
And I guess I guess a different year for each section, because homecoming is split different sections.
Mhm.
Um, I feel like freshman year float as well. don't remember exactly what. Oh, you were in there.
I was in all of them.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, you are float person, everybody.
Yeah, I was in the float for student council for the past 3 years, and I hope I can make it a fourth.
Yes, we will ask you once again.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
And actually last year, because I think we came, with the class of 2020, we came in first for every single event.
Yeah.
Yeah. So actually, junior year last year was most successful. Our skit was very funny, super
So
funny.
good.
It was so good.
So good.
And I think everybody that participated in the skit did amazing. Um, our hallway was pretty good. It took us a lot of hours and a lot of convincing for May to let us continue, like extend the hours. But I think our hallway ended up coming out really, really good. And yeah, just homecoming in general was amazing. It always is amazing.
Yeah,
So.
that's good. I had a question in my head. Let me think. Okay, yeah. If
Oh,
you, so obviously when you've been here, you've met a lot of like different types of like student council groups. Like you had our freshman year, you had that senior class student council, and the junior class of that. Out of all the student councils, groups or classes, I guess, out of all of them, which one was like the best?
the best. I mean, I have a favorite class, but like a year class, but honestly, that's kind of tough.
Because like they all brought something different to the table, I would say.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, we all had our rough bumps every year too. So right now, I'm just thinking of the rough bumps.
Like I thought when we came in as freshmen, I thought that senior class was pretty good for their student council. I mean,
Yeah.
they're pretty good.
Yeah,
you know who was in there.
That's probably my favorite group, to be honest, because we were pretty like consistent and we were like strong. So I feel like our freshman year class was student council class was on it.
It's up to you though. It's up to you whatever you want to say. But like, which one out of all of them was like the worst?
Oh.
Or the least best? The least best.
Debating.
And also think about this: the chances of that specific student council group watching my podcast is very low. Only like 50 people on average watch mine. So you're good.
Probably my sophomore year. Yeah, my sophomore year class, it was pretty bad, but for me personally, it would be junior because I wasn't a part of the class because my schedule was so full that I couldn't be a part of student council. So that's my personal worst.
So our class, like.
Oh, huh?
Like you meant our class?
No,
like
I meant
the junior class when we were sophomores.
Yeah. Oh no, wait. The junior class when we were freshmen.
Oh, okay.
You know what that is?
Yeah.
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 That one was the roughest year, I feel like. Because that's when we got a new AD. So everything was really rough and we were adjusting to change and everything. And so that was just like a really big bump that we went through. So that was the toughest year.
Well, you guys adapted. You guys
Yes.
conquered one more year of glory.
Yes,
so.
I feel like we're rolling pretty smoothly now.
Yeah,
Maybe, knock on
yeah.
wood.
Knock on wood. Hopefully nothing goes wrong. But we'll
Yes.
have to wait and see.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. I'll ask you one more question before we take a quick break so I can check the audio and stuff. But this is so totally off topic. But this is a question from Kim.
Oh,
Milk or cereal first?
cereal is always first.
Why?
Because I feel like if you pour the milk in first, your cereal just floats on top. So then you'll have like less cereal. And then but then when you put cereal in first, you can measure out your cereal. And for those people who pour milk first to measure their milk, you can just pour pour enough to where you can't see the milk. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So I feel like if you do milk first, less cereal. If you
Sure.
do cereal first, you can control how much more milk you pour in. So
Mhm. Okay, I like that. I will be back in like 30 seconds. Alright guys, we are back from our break. Now we are on the more interesting part. We're gonna be talking about a topic that a lot of people make fun of
yes,
or judge or just don't really know about, and that is K-pop.
yes, it is.
To me, what K-pop is, I think it's just a bunch of Asian people saying words that I don't understand into a camera and start saying it very aggressively sometimes. And they all have like the same haircut, and they're all dyed hair, and they all wear like e-boy clothes.
Oh, that's true. That is true.
Yeah, but that is to me that is my opinion for K-pop. To you, how would you describe K-pop?
Um, to me, K-pop is like my go-to music genre, just like how everybody has their go-to, like hip hop, rap, trap. Um, K-pop is my like soul music, I guess, like music that speaks to me, because like
Mhm.
it's just like I guess now K-pop is more than just music, but to me first K-pop was just music that like made me happy, and I guess because they're it's a race that I am, and so like it's a race that I can I guess relate to because we are both Asian, so it's just I guess speaks to me more.
Mhm. Mhm. Do you even know what they're saying half the time, or do you have to put subtitles?
Uh, it depends because I'm in a huge Koreaboo phase where I mean I still kind of am, but like just less now,
Mhm.
where I taught myself Korean,
Yeah.
and so back then I couldn't understand anything. I recognized they would repeat words a lot, but I wouldn't know what they meant.
Mhm.
But now I can understand like just very very small words here and there, and so I can like kind of jump around what they're saying.
Mhm.
But since Korean is not my first language and it's a whole nother language I don't know about, it's just there's like different formalities and stuff, so it is hard to understand sometimes.
Mhm. That is true. What was like your like first K-pop experience?
Oh, that's funny because it was actually my brother that showed it to me. Because we were just watching YouTube one time, and I think it was in third grade when it happened.
Mhm.
Um, we were just scrolling through YouTube, and he saw like this Asian guy, and then he clicked on that, and then when he played that, I just like fell in love. I fell in love with him, and I fell in love with K-pop and music, and so that was my first interaction with it.
Huh. Huh.
Yeah,
Cool. Now where like what? Okay, so Korean pop, it's just Korean pop, right?
yeah, it's literally just Korean pop music.
Is it like rap or is it like
Okay.
hip hop music? Is it R&B?
K-pop is just one of the genres of Korean music. It's just like American music, how we have, or America has different genres like country, lullabies, ballads,
Okay.
and stuff like that. So
Okay.
that's literally what Korean music is. But K-pop is just a more popular version of the music genres that Korea has.
Okay. I've never. Do they have Korean country?
Yeah, they're actually called trot, Trot.
Trot.
Yeah, it's called trot music. I think. Don't yell at me, Louise, if you're watching this.
I mean, if she ever comes back in, she'll probably hear you. But trot.
Yeah, I personally am not a fan of it, but like some trot songs are like pretty catchy, but like it's a lot of like vibrato, so like they do like a lot of like, you know what vibrato is? Like kind of like
No.
shaking their voice and stuff, or like
Okay.
yeah, and it's a lot of that. And it's a lot of like wavy notes.
Ooh.
So I don't like the sound of it, but it's like some of them are so catchy you just can't help dance to it.
Mhm. Is there K-pop like R&B?
Oh yeah.
Is there a specific name for it?
I don't know. It's just I guess it's just everything's just generalized as K-pop now, but I don't really listen to K-pop R&B, so I think it's just called K-pop R&B or Korean R&B.
Okay, so I'm assuming you listen to a lot of K-pop.
Oh yeah.
A lot.
Oh yeah, that's like the only music I listen to now.
Two.
Homecoming is Sunday. It's now at 6.
Alright, sorry, technical difficulties. Where were we? Okay, you listen to a lot of K-pop,
Yes, a lot.
variety of different groups, different songs. Who are like your top 5 best Let's just go
Songs?
songs.
Ooh, that's a lot. Oh, sorry.
Top 5 songs.
Hmm. I don't know. I guess. Hmm. Okay, my number one would probably be Stray Kids, I Am You.
Mhm.
Number two would probably be Taeyeon Blue. Um, three, I don't know. There's so
Keeping
many
in mind, I
songs.
don't know what you're talking about. So I'm just nodding my head.
Okay. I have to look at my music list, or my playlist. There's just so many songs that come out lately. Like all-time favorites?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, then Shiny's. They have a lot of songs. I guess Shiny Replay, because that was their debut song, so it
Okay.
hits
Oh.
close to home.
What?
And I don't know. There's so many iconic songs. Like go-to songs. Wow. Oh, Icon Love Scenario and B2B Only One For Me.
So to all you K-pop people or people who are just curious, you can
They're good songs.
good songs. I probably won't put the link in the description because I probably forget. I don't know how to spell those names, but I will probably try to listen to some K-pop. Who knows? Now the trend about K-pop though is that there's a lot of artists or a lot of the singers are actually really cute. Apparently,
Yes,
to
they
you,
are.
okay, top 3 K-pop crushes.
Oh, okay. Easy.
Easy? Okay.
Okay, so first of all, it's the leader from Stray Kids. His name is Bangchan. He's
Okay.
Korean Australian.
Whoa,
Yeah.
it's Australian too?
Yeah. So he has a nice accent.
Hmm.
And then it'd probably be Chinese Jonghyun. Number 2. Number 3. I feel like if I don't say this member, my brother's gonna call me fake.
Okay, okay, we'll do top 5 then to like.
Top 5, okay. And then it would be Sehun from EXO, Jimin from BTS,
Mhm.
and Mark Twan from GOT7.
Out of all of them, who would you marry?
Bangchan.
Why?
It goes to the heart. I don't know, cause his group is pretty new. They're about a year and a half
Mhm.
old, years old,
Yeah.
and he's quite young. He's only like 22.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's only
so
like it's
4 or
like
5 year age difference.
yeah.
No, but like he's just like a really, to me he's like the definition of perfect, and so, which is really cringy and cheesy to say from me, but I think I just really like him, and I love the vibes he gives off, and like
Mhm.
he's really cute.
Okay, let's just say right now he just like walked in front of, he walks in, and he was just like, "Hey, Melody," or how you would say your name in his language.
It's literally just Melody.
Oh, okay. You would say, "Hi, Melody." And like, what would you say? What would be the first thing you say?
I'd probably cuss, to be honest.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and I'd probably start crying, and I'd probably just like turn it super red and look away, and I probably wouldn't face him at all.
Oh, okay. What if he asked you? Hey, he asked you, "Hey, you have to like, I want you to go on tour with me as my #1 fan,
Bro,
but you would have to miss like the first 4 months of school."
looks like I'm dropping out.
Dang. Okay, so at least I know. At least we know how much you love this guy then.
Yes, my love is a lot for him.
Oh my gosh, if he proposed to you, would you say yes?
Probably.
You don't even know the guy. Okay, well.
Bro, how fast I answered that.
I have a feeling that like once you meet someone, like, okay, when it comes to relationships, everybody has a list of like, oh, they have to be like this, or they have to know this.
Mhm.
If they don't like K-pop, are you gonna like? Will you like be willing to marry them still? If they just don't like it.
I mean, if they don't like it, I'm fine. But if they start like making fun of it, like truthfully making fun of it, I'll probably be like, okay, I don't make fun of your music. Why are you making fun of mine? You know, like it's probably not enough to like not marry them, but it's just something that'll probably tick me off about them.
Yeah, yeah.
But probably not big enough for like a separation or anything. And maybe they'll come around to like it and stuff like that, or maybe they'll come around to like stop making fun of it or something like that.
Okay, okay. I thought K-pop would have been like the deal breaker. Like, oh, if you don't like, hey, Miss Davis,
Oh, Steve is.
we're in the middle of our podcast.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's all good.
It's okay.
Hi guys, we're back. Where were we? We were at something with K-pop. Oh yeah, K-pop deal breaker. I really thought that if a guy just didn't like K-pop, you just said, heck no, and that he would have to have K-pop in his blood. If he doesn't, he's just a goner.
I mean, if he disses it right away, then I'd be like, heck no. But if he's like, I don't like it, like, then I'll be like, I'll make you like it.
I like that. I like that. Okay, weird question, but do you like stalk like their like personal lives and like how
Oh.
they like go?
No, I actually hate that. I actually hate like stalking them, and I purposely don't learn their height, their birthday. If it's just their birthday, I'm like, oh, happy birthday, you know. I don't learn their shoe size, their like siblings or family and stuff, like stuff they don't reveal. I don't want to know because it's their personal life and it's their choice if they want to reveal it. You know, so I don't know. I say this in a caring way, but I don't care about their personal life. Like I care, but I care about them, just not like personally, because it's just if they decide to show it or not, then that's when I'll care. But if not, then just like good for you.
Yeah, the reason why I asked you that question is because I was gonna a question came up when I was talking to also Kim. She's like, oh, I wonder like what's like a typical day for like a K-pop star, and like for someone who like
A
only
star?
listens to K-pop, like would probably know how
Yeah.
the typical day goes, but like I just wanted to like see if you knew
Yeah.
like how deep of a level you know.
Yeah. It depends on their level of popularity, like how well known are they or how less well known they are. Like I wouldn't call it dying out stars, but like stars that aren't as promoted anymore by their company. They pretty much live a normal life. I know one idol. She has a home in LA, and so she just basically lives in LA, and she like flies back and forth from Korea to LA.
Whoa.
And yeah, she has a whole home in LA. She has a dog in LA, and I think her mom lives in LA as well or something. And so she lives basically a normal life, and she did YouTube as a side and stuff.
Okay.
Because I think she's making her own music again, so she's doing that. And for more popular ones or newer ones that have like risen to fame really quickly, they have back-to-back schedules, and they usually first thing in the morning, if they just had a comeback or had a song, first thing in the morning they go to music show. Which Korea, the K-pop industry, they have like many music shows where you can promote your song.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, and so unlike America, where we just like just throw it out and people find it on YouTube and promote it through people, Korea has music shows, and then some of those music shows are competitive, where you can win award for being the top on charts. And so after that, they usually go straight to fan sites, and that's why at some fan sites or fan signs. Sometimes at those events, you can see that the idols are wearing the same clothes at a music show because they came straight from the music show. And then they probably do like 3 a day, and they take like
3 a day.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
so.
And I don't know how
energy
long they take. I want to say like 4 hours maybe.
draining.
And then after that, they probably go straight to practice. And then they just do the same thing over and over again.
Dang, that sounds like death.
Yeah, and sometimes they have to drive very, very far, like a couple hours away to another city to do a fan sign, or they fly out of country to do a little concert, and they have sometimes music shows hold mini concerts, and that they have to do. And so it's just pretty much back-to-back concerts, back-to-back fan sign events,
Mhm.
and sometimes they do world tours. So
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Oh, that's sounds like a lot just for one person too,
Yeah.
especially.
exactly. And
Wow.
some idols they get a minimum of like 30 minutes of sleep a day.
Whoa, what?
Yeah. I remember, I think one idol, she said that she had to film, or sorry, yeah, she had to film a like show, and so she was there for basically the whole day, and then she had to fly straight to Japan, and she had to do another show, and she was caught on camera falling asleep because she had gotten zero sleep.
Dude.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
And
that sounds horrible.
yeah. So I feel really bad for idols who have to go through that. And some idols, or some groups, they have to film for a variety TV show for like an entire day.
Mhm.
And sometimes they start so early in the morning, or they start at this time and end like at 5 o'clock in the morning. And barely half of that footage is used.
How did they do it? Why did they stay in that type of lifestyle if it's like so human torturing like?
Um, they go through the struggle so they can live their dream and make music. Because that's, in the end, a lot of, or majority of the idols, they stay in the industry to make music. But as along the way, some leave to pursue other things that they like. So
Do you think if you were ever in that situation, you'd be able to like handle it? No sleep, always constantly working, no free time.
I like sleep too much. So I don't think I'd ever be able to do that. It's just like physically impossible for idols to do that. That's why it's like many idols are seen fainting on stage because I recently learned that like so when some idols are too weak from fatigue, they are sent to the hospital and get IV drops and stuff, and then they're sent to a music stage or back to a music program to promote.
Oh my gosh.
That's why so many idols get sick easily because their body is literally not getting what they need.
That's horrible
Yeah.
though. Why? Oh my
That's
gosh.
the dark, I guess, part of the dark side of K-pop.
Dude, that's just not the move, bro. That's
Yeah.
just like that's not. Is that? That's like. Oh, that's just literally torturing them. Oh, dude.
That's why so many fan signs, you hear stories of so many fans asking their idols, "Did you eat yet, or are you getting rest?" Because the fans know what the idols have to go through, and that's why they constantly ask the idols, "Did you eat? Did you rest? Like, are you doing well? Are you okay?" Stuff like that. So, which I appreciate a lot.
Why? Why don't they give them a break? You know?
It's because
Or is it? Or is it ultimately up to them?
it's mainly always up to the company because the company controls all their groups, and so it's the company who signs them up for like promotion and stuff like that, and it's the company's yeah, it's the company who decides whether they go on music shows or not. Because I know when BTS got famous, their company would not allow them to go on shows anymore because he's the CEO said I don't want them to be on shows so everybody falls in love with like their personality. I want them to know their music, and so which I feel like is kind of like okay, I get that. Like you want them to be known for music, not for their like skills on TV.
Yeah, yeah, that is true. That is true. But oh man,
Yeah. So
that's just um. Well, okay. Well, I guess we're going to the next question. But that's just still I can't get that out of my head. That's like that's,
very tiring.
oh my god. It seems like they're what it seems like to me is that they're just like stuck in like prison, and they're always every day they're getting tortured and tortured and tortured. And like it's good that they're doing it like they're doing it because they have a passion for music.
Yeah.
Did they know that that's like what they're going into? Like when they first signed up to it, they're just like
Yes, because life is worse as a trainee. Because I mean, from what I read back then, because even like kind of now, K-pop is the K-pop life as a trainee is like K-pop idol, I guess. It's gotten a little bit better from what they used to be, but I read somewhere that like 5 people, like 5 to 7 trainees shared one room at a dorm
yeah.
because they're just trainees, you know.
Mhm.
And then they get paid like $20 a month or something.
Mhm.
And they're not allowed to have their own phones. They're not allowed to come in contact with their parents.
Mhm.
And so they pretty much have more restrictions because they're a trainee and they have to be like formed to that so they can get used to it as an idol.
Mm.
So if they do work sleepless hours or sleepless schedules too because they practice for up to like they do dance practice for up to like maybe 5 hours, and then they have vocal lessons for maybe like 3 hours, and then dance for another 5. And then if they're foreign, they have to learn Korean, and sometimes Korean trainees have to learn other languages for when they become an idol.
That, okay. Whoa.
Yeah.
My like respect for them has gone up so
Yeah.
much now.
And one of my favorite idols, the one who I said I would marry, when he was a trainee, he would stay up until like 5 o'clock in the morning, and then he would go back to the company to continue working at 10 a.m. So he'd only get 5 hours of sleep,
That's
and he did that for over 7 years, or about 7 years.
I could like see them like after their careers that like they have like something wrong with their mentality.
Yeah, a lot of them are depressed, having really bad anxiety, or have some kind of mental issue because of the K-pop industry and what they have to go through every single day.
I never knew about that.
That's what a lot of people don't know about until you get into K-pop, like as deep as I am in. That's when you start learning about things like that.
Oh man.
Yeah, and back then, a lot of companies would force their idols to get plastic surgery to fit the Korean beauty standards.
Plastics,
Plastic surgery.
males and females.
I think so, yeah. Mainly females, because you know they're like eye candy.
Yeah.
Female idols are mainly supposed to be like eye candy to get money for the company, and so a lot of girl idols have gotten plastic surgery. I feel like now it's more of a choice if they want to, but back then you were basically forced to.
That's just. Oh, that's so horrible.
Yeah, because
What
I heard that Girls' Generation. You probably don't.
No.
But Girls' Generation, they're a really really big Korean girl group,
Mhm.
and I read somewhere that more than half of their members were forced to get plastic surgery.
Forced?
Yeah, by their company.
And then they said no, they would have been kicked out.
I think so.
Oh, I'm just I'm just trying to imagine if this was how like if they try to do that in America, they probably
Yeah, America would probably be under fire for it, maybe.
dude. Oh my
But the thing is that Korea has really normalized plastic surgery because people from America or other countries go to Korea to get plastic surgery done.
Never knew that. Wow.
Yeah, and I just I just run into some videos where people get plastic surgery, and a lot of them say they get it in Korea, or like when I'm just like scrolling through recommended said plastic surgery experience in Korea and stuff, and so a lot of plastic surgeries happen in Korea.
Whoa. Okay. Oh,
That's a lot, right?
it is a lot to take in because it's just like I thought they were just like oh, just like how they do it here in America,
Yeah.
but they're in Korea. But I never knew it was that deep.
Yeah, culture difference.
Dude, that just doesn't. That goes against like all my morals.
Yeah.
That feels like. Oh. Oh man. Okay. Let me just.
That's why I respect the K-pop industry so much, and I wish people knew that. And
Well, that's
Yeah.
why I'm interviewing on this topic so that people out there will know how bad it is.
it's not cutesy lala all the time, guys.
Yeah, dude, that's freaking horrible. Um. Okay, well, I guess we'll do like another question involves K-pop. To your opinion, why do people judge it so quickly? Or like, why do people have this like false image of it, even if they haven't like listened to it?
The fandom, honestly. I think it's not really the music, but it's the fandom, because the K-pop fandom in general, they can come off as many things, like rude, annoying, like
Yeah.
funny and stuff, just like any other fandom.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like since the K-pop fandom is so big now, like people just come across it and they maybe have like bad interactions or something, and
Yeah.
like it just like causes them to hate, like first bad impression, or yeah, bad first impression.
Mhm.
So I think maybe the fandom might play a big role in the hate towards K-pop. Um, Sometimes the music isn't that great because personal preference, you know. So maybe they just like listen to a song they didn't like that was annoying, or maybe an overplayed song like Psy Gangnam Style. That's a K-pop song, and when it came out, I actually didn't know it was a K-pop song. Um,
And that is just some like trendy like meme
yeah,
song.
yeah,
It's like
exactly.
what the fox said.
Yeah, exactly. And so, and then that song got so overplayed to the point where it got annoying. So they probably ran into something annoying like that, or they're just like judgmental in the first place, like, oh,
Mhm.
I don't like it, or I don't like the thought of it, or something. So I just don't like it at all.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Well, for those people who do judge it really quickly, and they're just like, oh, it's like it's bad, but like I don't know, or like maybe they had like a really bad first experience. Um, if you had to recommend like a song that like maybe like you would like, but also they would like yeah, uh, what song would you like introduce?
Uh, I feel like that's kind of hard because so many groups come out with like so many different genres, and so like might not fit that person's type of music.
Yeah, there's usually like a good, isn't there? I don't know. I guess in America's music though, what I see as a trend, like, there's always that one song that's like, oh, okay, so people may not like love it, but like they still like enjoy it, and like, but it's like all these different groups who
Mm.
can enjoy it. There's always that one song that can do that, and I'm assuming there could be a song like that in K-pop, or is that just me?
I think personally, I think one of BTS's new songs with featuring Halsey
Mhm.
is "Boy with Love," because it's has like a kind of, I feel like, Western music twist or genre twist to it. So I think it's like really catchy,
Mhm.
and the vocals are really good, and the rap is good. And Halsey herself sings in Korean,
Mhm.
English and Korean. So I feel like Halsey is really respected, and her music is good. So I feel like that will maybe inter, like, I don't know, make people change their mind about K-pop. And so yeah, and I feel like many songs with Western crossovers, like K-pop and Western crossovers, I think those songs have honestly been really catchy to me because it's a mix of both worlds. Because I'm in like Western music, but I like K-pop a lot, so I feel like any collab with a Western artist will catch people's attention.
Okay. Well, for those who are interested, go look up that new song by BTS. I'm not sponsored by them or anything or their company, so. But yeah, go check them out. Um, the last thing I'm gonna bring up for today, because we are getting to the time limit. The last thing I want to bring up is the conspiracy theory. I don't know if you, okay, so you watch Shane Dawson?
No, I actually don't.
Okay, well, there's a couple old conspiracy theories that came up to me that was specifically involved with K-pop,
Mhm.
specifically with the whole, not with their music industry or anything, but with an app that they have in Korea, where it allows you to talk to the K-pop
Mm.
like stars, and like you can have like full conversations with them. And first of all, what's your like first reaction to that? Where like an app that allows you to talk to, so let's say the Korean pop stars that you have a crush on and they would marry, you were able the opportunity to actually talk to them on a daily basis. What's your reaction to that?
I feel like
I got
it's
you.
really unreal because their schedule is so busy. It's just like, oh, am I like really talking to them? And then it's just a little crazy the thought that they have that. Um, and to be honest, I don't know. I don't really like it because then people can go too far and go like inappropriate
Mm-hmm.
with this, and they might take advantage of it. So
Yeah.
my personal thoughts, I don't like it.
Well, it's good that you don't like the idea because I think that in the conspiracy theory, what had happened was they started finding out that the people who were actually talking weren't actually the members, but it was actually like hackers trying to get your information or stalkers trying to cut you out.
Of course.
Like some of the sketchy texts would be, "Oh, what are you wearing right now?" Or like, um, or like flirting with them a lot and be like, hey, you wanna like, you can always like meet up or something like that, and like it turned into a more like really scary reality for people who are using it, and I don't know if it's like a proven fact or maybe it's just a bug in their system or maybe that's how they made the app, but that's just the yeah, that's like the one thing I know about the whole K-pop world. How there's that thing going on in Korea, and it's kind of creepy.
Yeah,
Not gonna lie.
it is. That's why I don't like the text messaging, like in order to talk to them. Um, that's why there's a, I guess, Korean app made, or an app made for Korean idols where they can go on live and they can live stream. It's kind of like Twitch for K-pop idols.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's called V Live, and not only can the idols go on live, but some recorded shows or some shows. If you don't have a Korean like cable, you can just go on there. If you buy a membership, you can go in there and watch it there instead. And so like it's kind of two-way if they read your comment, but it's basically one way because you just watch them on live.
Mhm.
So that's like. Of course, some things are hidden in the background in the camera where you can't see it.
Yeah.
But I think I'm more comfortable with that interaction with the fans other than texting.
That makes sense. And I'm assuming you use it.
Oh yeah. I used to like download it, undownload it, but now since I have like our number one group, I just have it stuff because my favorite member, the one I would marry, he does like weekly live streams. So
Oh, cool. Well, hey, maybe I get curious. I'll go check it out.
you should.
Well, that comes to the end of our podcast.
Yes.
Thank you, Melody, for educating me and fans on K-pop.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things I know now, and I'm kind of shook about it still. And I'm starting to question if Korea should keep doing that to the stars. But what else, whatever helps them, I guess.
I think they're getting a little better.
I hope they get better.
Yeah,
like,
me too.
It's just like, oh, it's just breaking the human's will. But
Yeah.
I guess that's just their culture. I guess we have to respect that. But hey, thank you for joining me.
No problem.
You have anything else to say to the podcast before we leave?
One person wanted me to talk about this group, Stan Luna, I guess. This group, Luna. Yeah.
I forgot about that.
He knows what I'm talking about. But yeah, even though I'm mainly a boy group fan, I've been getting into girl groups, and Luna, they're good. Their choreography. Watch Butterfly, their choreography, and support Luna.
Mhm. You sure there's nothing else you need to say about it?
Stan Stray Kids.
Okay. Well, guys, if you guys like the podcast, remember to like and subscribe. If you want Melody back on the podcast, leave a comment. Also, leave a comment if you guys like K-pop. What's your guys' favorite K-pop song? Yeah. Hope you guys have a good day.